Hi guys, let me tell you something most men never realize. Some of the most magnetic guys in the room are not the loudest. They're not the ones telling stories or flashing status. They're the ones who barely say a word, but every woman in the room notices them. Because attraction doesn't start in conversation, it starts in presence. And when you understand how to carry yourself without saying a word, that's when women start reacting to you without realizing why. Today, I'm giving you 6 quiet behaviors that trigger that exact reaction. And if you learn to embody these, you'll stop chasing attention and start pulling it. And if you want to know how to do this automatically to where it becomes almost second nature for you, grab my book Attraction Secrets. The link is in the description. Let's go. Number 1, being calm in chaotic environments. Think about it. Most guys get jittery in new settings. They overtalk, they try to be noticed, but the man who stays calm, who walks in, observes, and holds his energy, he feels different. And women pick up on that in seconds. Why? Because deep down, we're all still wired for survival. Women evolve to seek out the man who doesn't panic, because calm equals capable. It equals safety. And it signals that you're used to leading, not reacting. It also triggers the parasympathetic nervous system in her body. This is the one that says this man is safe. He feels stable, not erratic. So when the room is loud and you're grounded, her nervous system locks onto you. Not because you're trying to be seen, but because you carry a calm demeanor most men don't. Number 2, moving slower than most people do. This is subtle yet so powerful. When you rush your movements, it screams tension, stress, or insecurity. But when you make the move slow and intentional, when you take your time, it sends a different message. I'm not in a rush. I'm not chasing anything. I already have everything I need. That level of control is attractive at a biological level. Evolution taught women to notice signs of competence. A man who moves like he's in charge of his environment doesn't need to say a word. His body already said it for him. Slower movement also gives you more presence. It shows self-trust and it grounds you in the moment. So, slow your pace. Own your space. Let your body speak before your mouth ever does. Number 3, making eye contact without needing anything. Here's the truth. Most men look at women hoping for something. Validation, approval, even just a smile back. But the guy who looks her way and holds that eye contact, not chasing, not avoiding, it hits different. It triggers something primal. She notices that you're not looking for a reaction, you're just present. That balance of confidence and stillness makes her wonder, why isn't he reacting like other guys do? Who is he? And in psychology, we call that a pattern interrupt. It forces her attention because it feels different from the usual, and that difference makes her remember you. On an evolutionary level, direct yet grounded eye contact used to signal social dominance without threat. That's why she keeps thinking about it even after the moment passes. Number 4, pausing before you speak. When you pause before talking, it shows that you're not rushing to fill the silence. You're choosing your words. You're comfortable in your own head. This is subtle yet so powerful. In evolutionary psychology, that pause is associated with higher cognitive control. Leaders pause. Strategists pause. And a man who speaks only when he's ready communicates one thing: I don't need your approval. I value my words. And because he speaks with presence, people always listen. That kind of self-control draws her in without you even really trying. She doesn't just hear what you say, she feels the weight behind it. Number 5, keeping a calm and unreadable face. You ever notice how women study your face even when you're not talking? That's not random, that's biology. Back in early human groups, the most dominant men were not all that expressive. They weren't too reactive, and that made people curious and careful. Women still feel that today. If your facial expressions are calm, composed, and don't instantly mirror hers, you come off as mysterious and unreadable. That itself creates a subtle kind of tension, and the moment you do smile or raise an eyebrow, it lands harder because she worked for it. That small reward lights up her brain's dopamine center, which makes your attention more addictive than anything you could ever say. Number 6, leaving without explanation. This one is like really slept on. When you exit a room, conversation, or interaction without explaining yourself, it shows confidence. You don't need to be the most liked. You don't need to get approval either. You're centered in your own world. In my book Attraction Secrets, I explain something called the Zeigarnik effect. This is basically our brain's tendency to obsess over things that feel unfinished. This is the reason why we hate when a movie ends abruptly and doesn't tie things up in the movie. So when you leave with calmness without over-explaining or apologizing, she'll feel that little emotional disruption, and her brain will want to close that loop. That means she keeps thinking about you. She's not used to a man leaving without seeking reassurance, and the moment you do it effortlessly, you become the loop her brain wants to complete. You don't need to be loud. You don't need to chase. You don't need to win her over. Just show up with presence and a quiet confidence she can feel. Because quality women do not fall for noise, they fall for tension. And these exact behaviors, they create the exact kind of polarity that pulls her in without saying a word. If you want to become become the kind of man that naturally pulls these reactions from women. That's exactly what I teach in Attraction Secrets. It's not about pickup lines, it's about how you carry yourself. The link is in the description. So with that being said, until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.